Hey, welcome to the weekly wrap only on KENS 5 Plus. I'm your host, Audrey Castoreno. We want to get you caught up on some of the biggest trending stories of the week so you can stay in the know. At number 5, the case of a missing 3-year-old British girl was one that caught the world's attention 18 years ago. Now there's a renewed search for Madeleine McCann. Dozens of FBI agents from Germany are looking for her body in Portugal, using radar equipment to scan beneath the ground. Police haven't revealed why they've renewed their search, but they are focused on 21 sites in an area where the only suspect in the toddler's disappearance used to live. German prisoner Christian Bruckner was named the sole suspect in that case. He has denied any involvement in her disappearance. At number 4, the family of the man accused of firebombing a peaceful march in Colorado has been taken into ICE custody. A Homeland Security official says the wife and 5 children of Mohammed Soleiman will now be processed under expedited removal. Soleiman is facing several charges, including attempted murder and a federal hate crime charge. He's accused of using Molotov cocktails to burn multiple people who had gathered to raise awareness about Israeli hostages. Prosecutors say he has not shown 1 ounce of remorse for the attack. Switching gears, mental health, it's something experts say is a growing issue among our youth. And as KENS 5's Jeremy Baker tells us, there's a group in Texas who's focusing on the mental health of kids in the foster care system.
Anxiety problems, behavior disorders, and depression are the most commonly diagnosed mental disorders in children. Statistics show the problem has gotten worse in recent years.
We have also seen the needs of children and families very much higher than previous years. Just the severity of struggles that our kids are facing with anxiety and depression.
Getting your child to open up by giving them psychological safety is a must to help them with their mental health.
Just being curious about who they are. That's the first thing. The second thing is play disarms children. So playful engagement, we highly encourage that.
The CDC says slightly more than half of adolescents in the U.S. reported discussing their mental health with a healthcare professional. About 1 in 7 adolescents reported taking prescription medication to help them with their emotions or mental health, and 1 in 5 adolescents aged 12 to 17 reported having unmet mental health needs. That is especially the case for the 4,000 children in Texas who are waiting to be adopted.
Mental health issues have disproportionately impacted our children and youth who are in the foster care system or have had touches with child welfare.
That's where Heart Galleries of Texas comes in. They have photographs like these of kids looking for a forever home, and they work with Chosen to ensure children have healing and permanency.
To provide the tools and strategies and the interventions that are so necessary to attend to the mental health needs of children and make sure that that family stays together.
For more about Chosen and Heart Galleries of Texas, we have links with this story on KENS5.com. Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.
The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
KENS 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
KENS 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call KENS. Weekdays at 6 on KENS 5.
Got a problem, call KENS. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for KENS 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very, 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 very first guy hired at KENS 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the KENS family, because the KENS family is the San Antonio family.
I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg. want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity. New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage, live or on demand, right here on KENS 5+.
Welcome back to the weekly wrap. Coming in at number 3, the search is on in Washington state for a father who was the last person seen with his 3 daughters who were found dead this week. Monday, 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia Decker were found dead at a campground near the town of Leavenworth. County records show they likely died from asphyxiation. Their bodies were found days after their father, 32-year-old Travis Decker, did not bring them home from a planned 3-hour visit. Local law enforcement, Border Patrol, and Homeland Security are now searching the nearby National Forest for Decker, who they say is an Army veteran with extensive training. At number 2 in our countdown, less than a week after being honored by President Trump in the Oval Office, Elon Musk has lashed out at the president's big, beautiful bill. In a social media post, Musk called the legislation pork-filled and a disgusting abomination. The comments created a stir on Capitol Hill, with a number of Democrats praising Musk's criticism of the bill. This comes as the president is talking with Republicans in the Senate to push his bill over the finish line by the July 4th holiday. Closer to home, a lot of people play racket sports like tennis, racquetball, and ping pong. But there's a relatively new racket sport, at least new to us Americans, and it's called Padal. And in this week's Texas Outdoors, Barry Davis found out why it's becoming so popular.
Oh! There were a lot of moments for me on my first trip to King of Padal.
And it's just addictive. So it's a combination between tennis, squash, racquetball, all combined into one. Even pickleball probably, but super fun and addictive.
It is. Before we even did the interview, while I was watching others play, I couldn't wait to get out there. And I didn't even know the rules.
But also you need to know how to function with the walls. So that's what makes the ball constantly on play and makes the game funner.
The game was invented in Mexico in 1969, but is now apparently the fastest growing sport in the world.
Spain is the biggest one right now in the world. Argentina, South America, Mexico, the Middle East, Asia, everybody's having a boom with paddle.
When I played, I could easily see why.
All right, so what's the secret?
So right now we're just gonna
volley a little bit.
And then once I get there and you start getting the hang of it, we'll go into a little game.
All right.
Even someone who's not an athlete can pick it up pretty quickly.
I may be a pro by the time we leave.
Like most sports, though, just when you think you have it, maybe I was too confident. Perhaps a tip or two would help.
The water crashes against the pier.
Right.
Back, right? So 1, 2, or we can dance. 1.
I'm good at crashing. I'm just not good at coming back.
It is an easy game to learn, and it immediately brings out the competitor. Plus, it's easy enough on your body. Anyone of any age can play.
Not many beginners do that on the first day.
Well, I've been watching.
It'll test your reflexes, too, and your ability to think quickly. It's both physical and strategic. And I promise you this, if you go, you may just run into me and my family because we're going back.
Yeah.
That looks like a lot of fun. I got to get Barry to take me out there. Stick with us. The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia, generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
Talked to this police officer, and she told me to call KENS 5.
Every week, KENS 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call KENS. Weekdays at 6, only on KENS 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call KENS 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots. I have Spurs roots. I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. Well, I grew up watching Ken's 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
so good!
That is fantastic. Catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on Kent's 5 Plus.
Welcome back. Now it's time to get to this week's Quick Hits with Meredith Haas, who is talking memory and gene editing implants.
Inflammation and cancer. Researchers are finding these two could be linked. Chronic inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, could be linked to the development of bowel cancer. So researchers are figuring out how to diagnose it early, take care of it, and prevent cancer. Ever wondered how we can remember so much? Well, researchers are saying there are some cells that have been overlooked in the brain. They're called astrocytes, and they're apparently the reason why we have a massive storage capacity. And gene editing, but in organic farming. The EU could soon allow gene editing to make organic farming more sustainable. They're saying this would help with the environment and living a more green life. Thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
Greener is always better. All right, and at number 1 in our countdown, fans will be able to pay their respects to King of the Hill voice actor Jonathan Joss this weekend. Pride Center San Antonio will be organizing the vigil. It's happening Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. at Crockett Park. Joss was shot dead over the weekend in what his husband is calling a hate crime. But right now, SAPD says they do not have evidence to back up that claim. Neighbors say there was a long-time feud between Joss and the man charged with his death. As a result of the discourse online regarding those claims, SAPD, along with Pride Center San Antonio, are holding an open forum to discuss concerns and fears the LGBTQ+ community may have. Now, also showing support, the official page for King of the Hill is paying homage to Joss's life and legacy in film and television. Many of his former co-stars have also continued to pay tribute to the late actor on social media. All right, that's it for us today. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on Ken's 5 Plus. We're going to see you next week with much more. Bye, guys.